Well, guys, here we go. This is the Caravan. It has the checking in line for P0420. I got a new cat converter here, guys. The only problem with this is it's on bank 1. And on the Caravan, that's the one on the rear. I got two O2 sensors too as well because of the high mileage. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a pain, guys. It's not the simple one in the front. This cat converter is right here. Alright, so you're going to have to take a lot of stuff off in order to gain access to it. Now, I'm going to let it cool down. It's kind of hot right now. I'm going to get my Mopar rust penetration to lube up some of this stuff just in case. I don't want nothing to break, no surprises, anything like that. This is the one that's easy, guys. This is bank 2. Alright, I got a P0420. That's for the rear cat converter. It's all related to banks, okay? Be careful and make sure you get the right one. Okay, this is bank 2. My problem was in bank 1 and the computer picked up the problem in bank 1, so I'm going to replace it. I'm not going to try to clean it. Oh my goodness, what is wrong with y'all? Alright, I got a video out, man. Y'all stay tuned. I'll card it below. This video, I want to talk about DIY. Most of y'all know what that stands for. Do it yourself. Do it yourself job. I want to talk about do it yourself job. Now, as you can see, this is the underbody of a Chrysler Caravan with a 3.6 liter engine. And as you can see, well, maybe you can't see, maybe some of y'all don't recognize this underbody, but this is a converter, cat converter. This is a 3.6 engine. What used to be here is a cat converter. In fact, let me show you the cat converter. Right here. This is the old one, and this is the new one. And let me be the first to tell you, it was a pain in the butt getting out. Okay? So, what I want to talk about is the do-it-yourself enthusiast, the guys that like to do their own work. And I'm just gonna simply name this title or this video jobs that's not do-it-yourself, jobs that's not DIY. Now I got a top 10, I got a 10-part series video I'm about to release. It's 10 videos. I'm gonna go over the top 10 jobs that I do not think is do-it-yourself job, and ladies and gentlemen, this happened to be one. In fact, matter of fact, I'm just going to name this number 10. Okay, the cat converter on bank 1 of a typical 3.6 liter engine, especially on the minivan because it's faced sideways. Okay, and that cat converter is right here. Now, it also depends on your definition of do-it-yourself. My definition may be different from other people. What I consider do-it-yourself guy is a guy that do his own work in his own garage, and he should be 100%, but he semi have safety in mind. So in order to get the car off the ground, he have jacks, and in order to maintain the stability of the car, he have jack stands. Okay, that to me is a do-it-yourself guy. He want to save as much money as possible, so he have a setup in his garage and he do his work himself. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, this is not one of those cars you want to be doing that way. That's why this falls in the category of a not do-it-yourself job, okay? First of all, you guys got to keep safety in mind when you're trying to do your own repair. Safety should be the your number one issue, okay? No matter what the job is, safety should be accounted for. This kind of job, no matter, it's a van, no matter how well you jack it up and put jack stands under it, you will have a hard time removing this cat converter. Okay, it is not easy at all. I'm talking about the converter on bank 1. This is bank 2. Sure, bank 2 is kind of easier. You can take the fan off. That'll get you closer to the bolts on the converter, and of course you can unbolt it right here. All right, so but on bank 1, and I'll tell you the code on this too. It's bank 1 cat efficiency failure. Part of the most part of the exhaust has to come off. Okay, this is part of the exhaust. It was the pain to get off, and of course there's the converter. All right, so like I say, I don't want this video to be long, but do not, I repeat, do not attempt to do a job like this at home in your garage using jack stands and jacks, because it's a lot of stuff. You're gonna need pry bars, you're gonna need everything. All right, this is number 10. I started my series off right here. Number 10, jobs you shouldn't do yourself at home is cat converter on a 3.6 liter engine. Okay, and for you mechanics that's out there, if you have any, why don't you put them in the comment section below. This is just one of my pet peeves. I'm a big fan of safety. I mean, safety has to play a role in everything you do, especially when it comes to working on cars. All right, so I'm gonna end this video right here because I gotta get this cat in here. It took me way too long to get it out. First of all, it was rusted up, so I had to let it soak with rust penetration, let all the bolts soak, and it was just a pain to get out. So I got it out, as you can see. There's a new one. I'm gonna get it in, change the O2 sensors around, and that should about wrap it up. All right, so I don't want this video to be long, so guys, thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next video. This car is dead. This is a Chrysler 300. It was towed in with a dead battery. It's so dead that the trunk, I can't push the button to even get in the trunk. So what I'm gonna do is jump it off. You got a couple of options when it happens, guys. You can try, your jump box got to be real good to jump it from the front, all right? If you need to get directly to the battery, guys, you can, however, just send power up here and then go push the button. Turn it on and then go push the button. That way you can get in your trunk. Just say if your jump box is not powerful enough to jump it from the jump port. See, now I can get in it. Before I couldn't get in it because there was no voltage going to the switch. All right, now we can get directly to the battery. It's a little tip y'all need to know about y'all cars, man. From the looks of it, that battery looks fairly new, but you can't go by looks, guys. Got to test that thing. So I'm going to do an electrical system test on this and see if that's the reason why this car would not start. Let's see. Bingo. So this whole car was towed in just because the battery was dead. Go figure, guys. Y'all stay tuned. Well, the check engine light is ready, guys. This is the one you heard me bring in with the whining transmission. Now look, guys, I can tell if a pan has ever been removed. Remember, this truck has like 150,000 miles on it. This pan has never been removed. It's the original seal from the factory. Now I got all the bolts out now because I'm getting ready to replace the transmission, but I like to drain all the fluid out before I do. So I'm gonna let this pan off. Let's take a closer look at this fluid. All right, guys, this is how you destroy a transmission. Never service. All right, guys, real quick, I want to go over something with you guys that always come up with excuses. Y'all see this? I just got through doing some cooling repairs, replaced that thermostat housing. Now, guys, I talk about this all the time, the importance of trying to get all the air out of the system. If you do not have a bleeder screw, guys, do not give up, okay? You have to find a way to open the system to try to get as much air out as possible. On a setup like this, just simply use this coolant temp sensor, all right? Just take that out. Yeah, you see how much opening that created? So any potential air pockets can at least come out of there. Now, if this is not available, just use the heater hoses. But don't come up with excuses, guys. We got to get as much air out of the system as possible, or your repair will not make sense. You will eventually have a comeback for overheating and anything else. So I'm using double duty. I'm using the bleeder valve as well as bleeding, purging the system of air manually, okay, using this sensor. I just want to throw that out there. No excuses, guys. Let's get her done. #shorts.